Good morning, Spruce Grove Alliance Church. We are continuing our journey together with the future development of all that is happening on site. I found myself looking out the office windows and out the foyer as they put that new pavement down, and I wondered, what about the changes? No more mud coming in. The snow removal will be far greater, and what a blessing to the fellowship and to the body of Christ. Our future development continues to move forward, and so excited and enthusiastic for all that lies ahead. We're continuing with our Giving Sunday, which is October the 11th. And this morning, I want to introduce you to Pastor Art, our Senior Lead Associate, as he shares some of the benefits the education wing would bring, both to his ministry and to our community. Let's hear from Pastor Art.
Well, hello, my name is Art Quist. Pleasure to serve here at Spruce Grove Alliance Church as Senior Lead Associate Pastor. My wife Betty and I have been in the church about 24 years and have been on staff just a little over 5 years. What a great place to be, what a great place to serve. It's a wonderful community. I believe that it was the desire of the people of the church at its inception to see people thrive in their relationship with Christ, and that thriving would lead them to community development, community involvement that would also be a thriving experience. So that would be my hope for the future here, that we would see that continue, that strength in thriving in relationship, community, and sharing the gospel. The ministry to our seniors, 55 plus perhaps, known as teenagers, has been the primary public ministry that I've had in the church since I've been on staff here. And we've seen that ministry grow from about 16 to 20 people to about 40 to 45 pretty consistently now. Phase one with an education building is going to give us more space. More space will afford just more different kinds of ministry, diversity of ministry. But with the building and the specialties that we would see in that building, we would see an ability to be able to reach people groups a little more specifically. We could perhaps reach into the community a little bit more with a chapel type of a room where we could serve small funerals, small weddings, and just really help the community in the whole process of growth. Well, as far as I'm concerned, our number one reason for following Christ is to make him famous, as Pastor Joel has brought that comment to us. And we want to do our very, very best to present the gospel. One pastor said once, preach the gospel always, in every way, as much opportunity as we have. If necessary, use words. And you know what a blessing it is when we can use those words and share the good news of Jesus with the people that we encounter, both in our church community and in the community at large. As the missionary statesman Hudson Taylor put it one time, God's work done God's way does not lack God's supply. And all too often we limit God's supply to money. But you know, it's necessary to have some of that to make the ministry happen as well. And God uses people to see his work accomplished. God uses people to give of the resources that he's blessed us with so that his work can be accomplished. That's the reason I support, that's the reason I give, that's the reason I get behind this project 100%.
Thanks, Pastor Art. As we've mentioned, October the 11th is our culmination of our Giving Sunday. If you're a regular contributor to the future development and would like to give over and above your regular gifts, would you prayerfully consider doing so on October the 11th? Maybe you're new to our fellowship and you haven't heard or gotten on board with the future development and the education wing. Or maybe if you haven't signed up for a pledge, a 3-year pledge, would you consider doing so on October the 11th? Let's join together as we continue to preach the gospel and advance the kingdom here in Spruce Grove and be a shining light in the midst of the darkness.